I can quite easily start working and have no idea how much time's passed when I'm playing, or and it's, it's 8 in the morning suddenly, and quite often, I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm autistic, but almost. I build a lot of my own equipment, and I always try and record when I'm building things or when I'm testing things, because sometimes they don't last very long. I just get one good recording out of a machine and it's kind of dead in the process of building it. Quite often I'm kind of inspired by the nature of the electronics or the nature of the machine itself, and that kind of dictates what the composition's going to be like, actually. It's a bit like improvisation, but when you're making the thing rather than improvisation when you're playing it. I don't really use any kind of effects per se. I don't really like effects that are designed for guitars or things like that, for musical instruments. I don't really like the idea of like abusing guitar effects or anything like that. So I don't really use a lot of effects. I use a lot of tape. So it's a lot of different kind of tape machines. So it's like the texture of the tape machines. I use some machines that are not really for music. They're for like data recorders or measuring earthquakes or things like that. So they run at very low speeds or very fast speeds. And I don't know, I guess just the idiosyncrasies of different machines, really. Yeah. And the idea you could build, not really like DIY thing, I don't really care about that, but like you could use whatever was around and build something with it. And the idea that when you buy a hi-fi or something, the components inside are also your property, so you can do what you want with those. And it can feel quite strange when I quite often work editing with a reel-to-reel tape and removing all the stuff that I don't think is necessary. So the 1 hour recording gets compressed down to 2 minutes or something like that. And I think a lot of people in music concrete work like that, just in a kind of reductive way. And you have this strange feeling that you're kind of moving through time in sudden jumps, and it's quite disorientating for people, and it's quite, like you say about freedom, it's quite liberating as well. You have the feeling that you can play something backwards, and you're kind of playing with the laws of physics or something like that. I mean, I think it's quite a nice exchange if it's an idea that to show that GRM aren't too kind of academic and kind of stuffy or whatever, and that they're open, very open to things that are a little bit more low tech or something like that. And for me, it's a little bit of a kind of upgrade as well. So, it's a bit like, it's a nice exchange, I think. Yeah. And to hear my stuff through a system like that is fantastic as well. Yeah.